Hi, welcome to FilmStory Recap. Today I am going to explain a movie, Nope. This movie begins with the most brutal attack on a monkey actors in a television show. This scene will be revealed later. In the next scene, the Hollywood horses begin their day tending to the horses at the Hollywood Ranch. In the background, a radio mentions the mysterious disappearance of two hikers. He is Otis Jr., referred to as OJ, and his father is Otis Haywood Sr. Moments later when the power goes out, a screeching sound is heard from the sky, and iron-like objects fall from the sky. Good job. The stuff didn't fall on OJ, but it did on his father, Otis Sr. He fell from his horse. Then OJ rushes in and takes him to the hospital. OJ takes him to the hospital to no avail. While examining him there, a coin fell into his eye and he died. Later, back at the farm, OJ notices a key attached to one of the horses. OJ doesn't understand what this is all about, but others think that the plane may have crashed in the sky and so these objects may have fallen. 6 months after the event, OJ is struggling financially. OJ leaves one of his horses, Lucky, to earn money on a movie production site. There they ask OJ to talk about the horse, but he knows nothing. He then rushes over to OJ's sister Emerald, referred to as M, and speaks well like a TV host. Emerald helps explain filming safety precautions with Lucky and mentions that the black man on the horse in the first motion picture is her and OJ's grandfather. The cameraman needs to use the antlers holster for a commercial shot. However, it turned into trouble when the staff violated horse safety rules and placed a mirror-like image in front of the horse. This caused the horse to become violent. Haywoods was fired from the project, so Lucky was replaced by VFX horse. They sent OJ and his sister M out. Later, they come to Western-themed amusement park, near their horse farm, to sell the horse. Here M notices a large human-shaped helium gas balloon in Aponga. Near it is a well-like structure. Nearby, a man spins a fine wheel, photographing onlookers into the well. While the brothers were getting ready for the photo shoot, M peeked in and took a photo with them. The brothers scold her and M apologizes to them. Lucky was his 11th horse sold. Here Jupe is a former child actor who owns a Western-themed amusement park titled Jupiter's Claim. During the meeting, as OJ discusses business with Jupe, M interrupts and asks Jupe to explain the sketches. Jupe describes an SNL sketch based on a traumatic incident at his child's performance when a chimp actor went berserk on the set of the sitcom Curtis House. Jupe offers to buy the Haywood farm, and then M encourages OJ to accept the deal. That night, M recounts to OJ about how Otis Sr. promised M to train Jean Jacket for his first horse, although the horse was later used for a film that used another animal anyway. M notices that their other horse, Ghost, has mysteriously entered the arena. Starting from this, the film is divided into chapters, each heading referring to the animals in the film. This episode is titled Ghost. OJ goes to the arena and finds a horse named Ghost. Suddenly, he notices something in the distance. At home, M is dancing with loud music playing on the speaker. OJ yells to turn off the speaker. The ghost runs out of the arena in a flash, and when the other horses are acting violent on the farm, OJ sees Ghost running away from the farm and disappearing. The lights and voices slowly dim. The power to the Haywood house goes out for a few seconds. OJ hears a screeching sound and looks up into the sky to see a flying saucer. Then OJ comes home. They try to find out where the M ghost went with the camera, but the camera didn't work for a while. OJ tells M that he saw a saucer-like structure in the sky that was huge and very fast. The next day, M gets an idea. If we film it and put it on the internet, she says, we can get paid and we can become famous for filming UFOs. So they buy as many cameras at Fry's Electronics as they can. Their crew member Angel Torres asks them why so many cameras. Are you going to film a UFO? M says we don't believe in that. Angel explains that he's helping set up the cameras, and then they go to the ranch to set up the cameras, and then M leaves shortly. Angel and OJ set up the cameras together. OJ then asks to raise the camera and sets all the cameras to the sky. Angel suspects they are setting up cameras to capture UFOs. In the process, Angel describes his perspective on aliens. M then returns with a stolen display horse from Jupe's park, which M intends to use as bait. Jupe later arrives at the farm to question M about the show horse, but she bluffs her way out of it. Jupe tries to invite them to an event, but his flyer gets blown away. Then he leaves. After that, Angel sets up the cameras and says you gave them permission and I can remotely monitor your cameras for free. They say no, we will take care of it. Finally, Angel gets 5-star rating and leaves there. Next, this chapter is titled Clover. That night, cameras and a decoy horse are set up. OJ hears the sound of a horse and goes to the farm. There he meets some aliens. He immediately takes a picture of it on his cell phone and walks back. One of them is lurking behind OJ. He gets scared and punches it in the face. He later discovers that it is a child. They are here to evict another horse named Clover. The aliens are revealed to be Jupe's children, taunting OJ for tricking them into stealing their show horse. Later, OJ goes to retrieve the horse, Clover, who has been kicked out by the boys, and Angel, who is secretly watching their cameras, is horrified to see an insect sitting on the camera lens while M watches the cameras. Then Angel calls M and says your B camera is not working and A camera is working but an insect is sitting on it. At that moment a UFO comes here in the scene. The Lord sucks the horse. Angel then tells M that the UFO is in the clouds, and M yells at OJ to run. OJ takes cover, only to discover that none of the electronics are working when the UFO approaches. Then the A camera works. M tries to remove that insect on the camera. Clover keeps running. OJ tries to call Glover, but OJ sees Clover being absorbed by the UFO. After everything is done the insect flies away from the camera. This attempt to capture the UFO fails. Nearby is Jupe's park, so M tells OJ that they should leave, but tells her there's more to it than they think and urges her to stay and continue the plan. The next day, they were unable to capture the UFO on the camera they set up. M contacts Antlers, a cinematographer. M, we don't have any money from him, but we're going to make a documentary. She says that you can get famous through this. M tries to get him to join them, but the Antlers don't trust them. He refused, saying that they would never wake up from the stream of being famous. Angel returns to the ranch and explains that he rewinds their footage and finds a cloud that never moves, which could be a UFO hideout. Angel realizes that the UFO is here. OJ wonders if the UFO isn't a ship. This chapter is titled Gordy. The year is 1998. Young Jupe and his co-stars star in an episode of Gordy's Home, a sitcom called Gordy's Birthday. Gordy is a monkey. During a scene where balloons are released in the room, the balloons pop, shocking the chimp playing Cardi, who goes wild and attacks the human stars. Jupe hides under a table and finds a shoe standing alone, and he watches co-stars Mary Jo Elliott and Tom Bogan get attacked by the monkey, who then calms down. After completing the attacks, the monkey notices the Jupe and approaches him using sign language to tell him what happened to the family. Monkey holds out his fist for the duo's iconic fist pump, but before their fists can touch, Monkey is shot dead. In the present, Jupe contemplates the massacre. His wife, Amber, urges him to prepare for the upcoming event and helps him read his lines. This chapter is titled Lucky. As Angel sets up tarps for the coming storm, Jupe's flyer OJ finds himself promoting the Star Lasso experience. Assuming it might involve the horse Lucky, he goes to the venue to get Lucky back. Meanwhile, the Star Lasso experience begins. Jupe tells the audience about a night he witnessed a UFO, then a loud growl is heard. Jupe sees a saucer-like structure hidden in the cloud. The UFO is coming soon. Jupe reveals a glass case containing Lucky to be absorbed for the show. Lucky refuses to come out of the glass box because the UFO can only absorb things that are outside. And the UFO appears above the audience, including Mary Jo Elliott, whose face is shown mutilated from the Gordy incident. The camera focuses on Jupe's shocked expression as the shadows behind him depict the audience being absorbed by the UFO. The interior of the UFO is shown, and it is revealed to be an alien, with the green square from the opening credits as its eye. Thus, Jupe, his family and visitors are digested by the aliens, while screams and crunching of bones are heard in the background. OJ arrives at an empty Jupe's park and finds Lucky and tries to pick Lucky up. He is knocked out by the arena's bleachers before the alien returns to absorb him. When he wakes up in the night to find Lucky still, he loads the horse into his truck and heads for the farm. He calls M and warns him that the UFO is actually a predatory alien, not a spaceship, and that the alien sees the farm and the surrounding area as its territory, while OJ is warning M that the alien approaches the house and all the electronics are disabled. At the same time, Angel is forced to leave the farm and seek refuge in the house. The alien is above the Haywood house. The sound of people screaming and shouting is heard in the background. M and Angel are at home shaking with fear, now vomiting filth and blood. The entire exterior of the house turns red. OJ gets home, but before he can get to it his truck shuts down, and the alien climbs up to the truck and spits out the decoy horse. The next morning, OJ, M and Angel try to escape in Angel's truck when the alien returns. Remembering the earlier incident with Lucky in the business suite, OJ manages to escape from the absorption without seeing the alien. They successfully leave and go to Angel's home. That night, while eating dinner, OJ explains that the alien feels challenged when people see it and then eat them. Meanwhile, visitors to U Park hear a news report about the disappearance. Antlers decides to join OJ, M and Angel. The next day, he visits their house, and the Antlers come home to film the alien. OJ says it will be angry because we put a trick horse. The team begins to plan. Accordingly, OJ comes before it because it can only be filmed if someone is baited. As the electronic cameras fail when the alien approaches, Antlers comes forward to film with a handheld camera without electricity. Now they are getting the materials needed for their project from a nearby park and getting ready. Now OJ and his horse Lucky are ready. This chapter is titled Jean Jacket. The two-bear puppet team uses to find out where the alien is. That is, when the alien approaches, its motor loses its function, thereby identifying the location of the alien. Here M monitored by the camera for where the alien. However, the TMZ reporter Raider Trippett enters the elderly motorbike in the area. M trying to prevent him, but he goes towards the fastest mountain. He fell down from the motorcycle because the alien went near. OJ is trying to save the rider. The air puppet warns that the alien arrived. OJ is going to bend the head to save him. OJ says to him, "Don't see it," but he does not want to come because he want to take photos. Now the alien arrives. OJ leaves him away. The alien absorbs that rider. However, the intellers help to catch the footage of the scenes. Now the alien is very close to there. OJ again using bend the head technique. This causes the alien to leave him. In the background, the rider's scream noise. Alien chases him as he runs again. He hides in a safe place. And LaRousse, wanting to show these scenes more clearly to the world, climbs the mountain and tries to take a photo using himself as a decoy. Because the loves his job. During this event he is absorbed. Alien photography with him. Now that alien is coming towards Angel. Then a tar mat and barbed wire wrap around him, leaving him. OJ takes the rider's motorbike before M and goes to leave. After M and Angel Jean survive an alien encounter, it begins to emerge in a giant jellyfish-like form. The electric bike does not start because the alien is nearby, so OJ tries to distract it. After M and OJ gesture to each other, the bike starts. Now M calls the alien. M goes very fast on the bike. The alien is chasing her. Upon reaching Jupe Park, she unwraps the giant balloon symbol next to the well-shaped camera we saw earlier. M rotates the wheel of the analog camera to take a photo of the alien eating the balloon symbol. The alien is perfectly photographed while eating a flying balloon. Then the alien explodes along with the balloon and perishes. After a triumphant shout, M rests by the wings well. As the reporters arrive, M stands up, closes her eyes, and opens them again to see OJ Lucky riding in, appearing out of the fog. The film ends with a photograph of the alien. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.